I feel like a bit of a dingbat because I had the Pacers finishing 4th in the East. I still think they'll figure it out over time. They look disjointed. That's what I'm going with them, which doesn't make much sense to me. When we talk about teams like the Timberwolves, teams like the Knicks, even a team like the Mavericks, so many new pieces, right? Just kind of a fundamentally different team. So it's going to take them some time to figure out what they want to be, how they want to play. What's the excuse for the Pacers, who are, I mean, the exact same team that they were a year ago, genuinely? The only thing that's different is now they have, like, Benedict Mathurin's back in the rotation. And I can't believe that Benedict Mathurin is a reason why their team feels this clunky at times. They're trying to reinvent their offense. Nobody healed more Siakam post-ups, and Haliburton has been figured out. I think that's what it is. I think that they're trying to deviate a little bit from the offense that they had at the start of the season last year. And we saw this towards the end of the season for them last year, and also kind of in the playoffs, where it felt like they made a concerted effort to maybe slow the game down just a tiny bit. That way they can improve as a defensive team, because the reality is they're not going anywhere being, the worst defense in the league, even if your offense is good. That's not how it works. That's never how it's worked. But, man, their offense just feels out of sync, out of whack. A lot of it has to do with the fact that Tyrese Haliburton has been fucking terrible. And he was bad in this game as well. He hit this crazy-ass 3 at the end to send it to overtime. That's fair. I mean, that was a crazy-ass shot. But in the lead-up to that 3, where it felt like the Pacers had control of the game and it felt like the Pacers were going to walk away with an ugly win, albeit a win. Turnover. Just kind of ugly stuff. So I want to pull this up. Right here. Caleb Martin misses a 3. The score, the Sixers are up 2. All the offensive possessions from this point here on out for the Pacers were disgusting. Besides this one right here, Andrew Nembhard gets a nice dunk and one. Nembhard's also been pretty bad. I'm sorry, not Nembhard, Nesmith. But while we're talking about Nembhard has been a bit of a disappointment. All right. So that's a nice play right there. The Pacers take a lead. Great. Aaron Nesmith gets fouled. He goes to the free throw line. He knocks down 2 free throws. The Pacers take a 3-point lead. It feels like, okay, they've kind of controlled this game now. Here we go. Here come the bad plays. Miles Turner, also not been good to start this season. He needs to get it going. That's a tough shot and a good closeout by Andre Drummond. Miles Turner airballs a 3. Nice little over-the-head pass right there by Tyrese Haliburton. It's always the most. Nembhard with a nice shot. All right, you're up 5 with 1:32 left. This is a win. This should be a win. Correct? Kelly Oubre makes a shot. 102.99. All right, that's fine. Just get a clean look. 15 to go on the shot clock. Tyrese Haliburton drives. Decent look. Gets stripped by Eric Gordon. Turnover. Tyrese Maxey gets fouled. Goes to the free throw line. Knocks down 2. Pacers up 102-101. All right. It's all right. We got plenty of time. It's dagger time. 39 seconds left. Let's get something going. Andrew Nembhard turns it over. Andre Drummond. Don't forget, man, Andre Drummond's steal numbers for a center are actually crazy. Gets a steal. He's hype. Caleb Martin on the other end of the court makes a layup. You're now losing 103-102. Okay, we got plenty of time. 20 seconds. Let's get a good look. Again, Andre Drummond strips Tyrese Haliburton. So in the last 40 to 50 seconds of game time, Haliburton has been stripped twice with chances to pretty much ice the game. Tyrese Maxey makes 2 free throws. You're down 3. You need a miracle. Oh, my God, you get it. You get a miracle. You get a miracle. This Tyrese Haliburton 3 was a miracle. I tweeted out before this, what the hell is wrong with Tyrese Haliburton? He hit this shot that people were like, what were we saying? And I said what I said. This was a fucking Mickey Mouse-ass shot. What do you want me to say? And then overtime happened. The ending of this game in overtime, I just want to talk really quickly, was so chaotic and quite frankly unbelievable. It felt at times like no team wanted to win this game. Missed free throws down the stretch. Pacers down 3. Tyrese Maxey fouls Andrew Nembhard on a drive right here. They actually called that a block at first, which it was. This was the new rule right here, where Tyrese Maxey blocks the ball out of bounds. They rule it Sixers ball. The Pacers challenge that ruling, and on replay, they find out that Tyrese Maxey fouled Andrew Nembhard. Andrew Nembhard goes to the free throw line, 3-point game. He misses one. So now it's a 2-point game. All the Sixers have to do at this point with 15 seconds left in overtime is just make their free throws. Kelly Oubre Jr. gets fouled, up 3. He goes 1 for 2 up 2. He goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Now the Sixers are up 3. Here's where the crazy shit happens. Okay. We talk about this. When you're up 3 and the other team's in the bonus, 10 seconds left, what do? Do you foul? That way you don't give up a 3. The Sixers tried to foul here. Kelly Oubre fouls in the backcourt. Aaron Nesmith. Prevent the 3. Aaron Nesmith knocks them both down. You're basically telling yourself, we just have to make our free throws at this point and we win this game. So now it's a 1-point game. Tyrese Maxey gets fouled on the next possession. He misses one. So now the door is open for the Pacers. They're only down 2. A 3 wins it, a 2 ties it. Obviously, you can't commit a foul here. Except Caleb Martin intentionally fouls. With 7 seconds left, he intentionally fouls Tyrese Maxey 30 feet away from the basket. Not Tyrese Maxey, sorry. Tyrese Haliburton, 30 feet away from the basket. And wouldn't you fucking know it, Tyrese Haliburton missed both free throws. Maybe it was a high IQ play. The Mavericks did this last year, remember? The Mavericks were playing a game against the Pelicans last year. 2-point game. 5-6 seconds left. The Mavs intentionally fouled Zion, and he went to the line and missed one, and they won the game. Now, this one was a stupid play by Caleb Martin. You could tell by everyone's reaction on the court. This one was just a stupid play. No, the second miss for Haliburton was purposeful. Yeah, he missed it on purpose. First one was just a choke. It was funny, the Pacers announcer was just losing his shit. And I don't know if we want to read anything into this. I was watching the Pacers broadcast this game on League Pass. The game ends, Tyrese Haliburton immediately goes right to the locker room. No problem with that. Not shake hands, whatever. Tough loss. It is what it is. I'm fine with that. It's cool. I would like to see more of that, actually. But Tyrese Haliburton just damn near light jogs to the locker room, and you could just sense that he was going to fuck some shit up in there. Throw a towel off the rack or throw a trash can across the room. Throughout the game, he felt very frustrated and flustered. I feel like he's pressing too much. This is my main takeaway of the Pacers in their offense early season so far. They feel like they're pressing. It feels like there's these expectations upon them that I think are kind of getting to them a tiny bit. And they're trying to figure out offensively, do we want to be that team, that running gun team where everything's kind of going through Haliburton like we were last year? Or do we want to be a more balanced offense where Tyrese Haliburton's getting his and Siakam's getting his, and we just paid Nembhard, so he's got to get his, and Matherin's back, we got to get him going. We need Miles Turner to get going. That's who they were last year, They were sort of this equal opportunity offense, but a lot of that was just built off Tyrese Haliburton getting out and running. But there's also another way you can look at it. Haliburton had an incredible stretch of basketball last year. No two ways around that. Then he got hurt, and then he had a stretch of just okay basketball. And I think we've sort of penciled him in to be that incredible player that we saw in the first couple months of the season, which maybe that's not who he is. His offensive creation is not up there. It's just not up there with other elite point guards. Even in this game, a guy like Tyrese Maxey is just a better individual creator than Tyrese Haliburton. And with defenses, I think, can kind of hone in on that. It does take away a little of the playmaking. And I do think that they want to slow down their offense a little bit so that their defense can get set and they can lock in a little bit more defensively. But yeah, if you're a guard and you don't put pressure on the rim, that's bad. And at some point, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. So my concern level for the Pacers early on, not too high. This was just kind of a weird fucky game. You shot like shit from the free throw line. You missed 11 free throws in a game you lost by 4 points. Some weird stuff down the stretch. Some bad turnovers down the stretch. You turned the ball over 19 times in this game. But also, I'm a tiny bit concerned. I picked them to be the 4th seed. So on that front, I'm a teeny tiny bit concerned about what's been transpiring here.